I recently asked on my community poll if people were interested in an updated list of my guitar collection, and people said yes, so here it is. I try to do this once or twice a year, at least once a year. My guitar collection is pretty fluid. I call it the circle of gear. When I buy a guitar, if it's not one that I'm going to keep, I sell it pretty quickly. So let's just go over all my guitars. I'm not going to talk about amps or pedals. We'll just do guitars, strictly guitars, and we'll start, if I can remember correctly from memory, we'll start with the earliest guitar I bought, because I have a lot of originals that I've never sold, and we'll go through it. I don't have a huge collection. I'm not trying to flaunt my guitars. This is just, I've worked hard to build up this stuff, and I'm trying to collect a lot of keepers, meaning stuff that I don't want to sell and get more stuff. And yeah, this is it. So let's do it. Let's go through it. Let's start off with, the first one's going to be an acoustic guitar. Everything is from memory here. This was my first guitar. This is a Yamaha Country Jumbo Acoustic FJ661. You can see it's massive. It's huge. When I bought it, it was my first guitar, and the store that I got it from, it was the only acoustic guitar in the store that was a decent price that had a hard shell case, because I was traveling on a bus. So I didn't even own a car, and I needed something. I wanted protected. I wanted it protected. Anyways, about a year later, I got it modded. I started modding right away, right? I got a Fishman Fluence transducer. It's installed in here. I didn't do it because I didn't know anything about guitars. So there is a pickup in here. There's a 9-volt battery up in here, which is really annoying. If you want to get to it, you have to take the strings off. However, they do last forever. The 9-volt battery, I think I've changed it once in 10 years. And I used to play with this guitar a lot live when I was in a band. See if it's in tune. It's been in the case. Nope. Okay, moving on. What is next? We're gonna go into, the rest is electric guitars. I have one bass guitar, so you know what? We'll get the bass out of the way. We'll slap in a bass. You stay there and don't die. I said I would go in order of when I bought them, but I lied. I like to lie. That's what I do. I'm not gonna lie. I lie. This is what do they call this? It's changed. It was called Squier Vintage Modified 70s Jazz Bass, and it's a 2017, made in Indonesia. It's nice and light. I think it's poplar or paulownia, if I'm remembering correctly. This is the only bass guitar I have. I really like the fretwork and the neck on it. It's got a binding on it, and it's got the block inlays. I thought it was pretty cool. The mods I did to it, I put on different tuners. I did a whole video on it, and I can't remember exactly what I did, so I'll put it in the cards. I made it into a super Squier, whatever that means. It's got a obsidian wire kit, solderless wiring kit. I put in these Fender noiseless pickups. I don't know if they're generation 3 or 4. Excuse me, 3 or 4, I can't remember. I do use this bass probably 3, 4, 5 times a year when I do a backing track for some of my videos. One story about it, I'm kind of embarrassed. You'll never see it, but I used to have my desk over in the corner. I used to have my desk over in the corner right there. This guitar was on the wall like that. I was working with something. I can't remember what I was doing, but I had a little vial of crazy glue. You know, those little tiny ones. You get them in like a pack of 4, and you have to poke them with a needle. And I was working with it, and I squeezed it, and it sprayed crazy glue all over the wall. And I can see the little drip marks on the wall and on here as well. So I tried to rub it off as quickly as I could. But now it just looks like handprints and dirty. I don't know if that's gonna show up. I doubt it, but oh, maybe you can kind of see it there. So this is, yeah, I'm never gonna sell this because it's got crazy glue all over it. And that represents things about me being crazy. Okay, next one. Oh, yeah. Okay, you can go out of the way for a minute. This animal's hanging on there. This one, oh man, it's pretty heavy. I've weighed it before. I think it's close to 8 pounds. Maybe it's over 8 pounds. This is my first electric guitar. It's a standard, they called the Made in Mexico standard Telecaster at the time. That's since been replaced by the Player series, but they were always standard Tellies, right? And when it was a standard, it wasn't an American, but they had an American standard. It just, the names got confusing. I don't know. And it's been modded heavily, a lot, like more than, I probably won't remember all the mods I've done on it. Let's see. First thing I note is the headstock, they always put the decal, or you say decal or decal? You put it on the front. And it says made in Mexico right on the front, so you know it's not American, right? Thanks a lot, guys. Nothing on the back. So the idea with this guitar was heavily influenced by Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead. So you can see it's got lace sensor pickups on it, blue and dually red. It's got a new bridge with the steel blocks here. It's got a kill switch. It's got, the wiring's the same. It's got the original pots. It's got the original wiring. 3-way switch. Everything's gold except for the ferrules and the what are these things called? Frets. Yeah, gold plate. Anyways, it's like a Johnny Greenwood guitar. And this strap that I have for it, you can see it's pretty worn out. This strap was for an American standard telly that I had, and I kept the strap anyways. They used to give you a strap with an American standard telly. They don't do that anymore. I'll tell you that much, okay? It's like a glossy Slim D. And one thing to note, the setup I gave this guitar, it's the best setup I have of any of my guitars. The pickups are pretty different. They're like a telly. It's like a Telly Plus from the 90s, so it's not really, doesn't sound like a telly at all. You can use this for like hard rock and Radiohead stuff, and just it takes gain and distortion and overdrive and fuzz really well. So that's my that's my original, and I will never sell it, even though it's not worth anything to anybody except for me. So let's move on. This one. Oh, I like this guitar. This guitar. Unfortunately, this guitar doesn't get played as much as it should, but this is a beauty. This is a Fender Professional, the first line, not the Professional 2, American Professional. They call it the Deluxe Shawbucker, and essentially it's like a 72 Deluxe, but a smaller headstock, and it's got 2 humbuckers, like a Les Paul layout, right? 2 volume, 2 tone. And they're Tim Shaw designed humbuckers, so they call them Shawbuckers. And they're unpotted, so that's one thing to note. When you put heavy gain through these, they will squeal. They don't handle heavy gain very well. 3-way toggle switch, really nice and light, ash body. It's got the contour on the back. The only upgrade I did to it was locking tuners. Do you guys call them tuners or keys? Locking tuning machines. I just call them tuners, it's easy. Yeah, this is a really nice guitar. This was my first American-made Fender, and it comes with the case. It comes with, they don't really include too much case candy anymore. Little certificate. Done full videos on this, a couple full demos. I think I did one originally when I bought it, and then like a updated, better quality version video. So I'll try to remember to put these videos in the cards. I'll list these guitars in the description and links, and if people want to go check them out on various sites. So. All right, let's move on. This collection has changed quite a bit in the last year. So those first 4, they've been staples, like these acoustic, bass, and these 2 electrics. They've been around for a long time. The rest of the stuff is fairly new. I'm gonna say this stuff has been around a year or less, or maybe in the past 2 years, I can't remember. So who's next? A lot of them are parts casters. This is a parts caster, so pretty much the rest of the, oh no, there's a few. You're gonna see a lot of Telecasters, right? That's my thing. This is a parts caster, and it's gone through a number of changes over the years. I've had this body, and I don't know if the insides have been the same. So this is made in Mexico, Olympic white, I think 60s style body. I've got some custom shop twisted telly pickups in these. My favorite, it's got a 4-way obsidian wire kit. I really like the obsidian wire kits. I am affiliated with them, so I've used them, like, I gotta say 7, maybe 8 times. Could be wrong, could be right, could be left. Stupid. This is an American neck. This is from an American original 60s thin line guitar that I bought. I bought this part from the stratosphereparts.com. It came with the tuners and the neck, and basically all I did was put it on the body, and yeah, I think this originally had a 50s neck. I don't know. I change things all the time. So this is kind of like a 60s style. It's got that's a nitro neck, if I didn't mention that. It's my only nitro neck, and yeah, it's really fun to play. I like the nitro neck. It's really different. My goal with this guitar, this is gonna sound stupid, but to play this one as much as possible and wear down the nitro naturally. I really want to do that. I like that. I want to get that relic look by playing it a lot. So if anybody has any tips, I'm not gonna wipe it down and wear it down with any type of material. It's gonna be all with the fingers. So there we go. Moving on. Now, that one or that one first? I say I got this one first. I'm gonna say not so much a popular model or style from Fender in general. I know a lot of people don't like the offset, but this one I saw it. I wanted to get a Jazzmaster, and I saw this one, and they had it available. It's a limited edition, all rosewood, so it's a solid rosewood neck. This is a American Professional Jazzmaster limited edition, and I forget the name of the finish. Is it Skyburst Metallic? Something like that. It's really cool. It changes color depending on the light. I really like that. It's a simplified version of this Jazzmaster, and that's another thing that appealed to me. I really don't like the Jazzmasters with all the toggle switches. This is like volume tone, 3-way switch, and trem system. Upgraded saddles, so the strings don't pop off. It's vintage. I'm going to say vintage 65 pickups. The pickups you would find in the American original series. All these things could be wrong. This is all from up here, all from up here. And there's, if I learn new things, old things get pushed out. So this could be all wrong. You go look at the internet and check your details and specs and all that stuff. This stuff doesn't really matter to me. It's just fun when you get a guitar that's really nice. This neck is something else though. This is like, it feels like it's 100 years old. I mean, it could be. Maybe it's an old rosewood tree. What is he even talking about? It's got an unfinished feeling. It's like oiled. It's not like a satiny. It's kind of like, it's really, really unique. If you ever get your chance, go for it. If you get a chance to try one of these necks, like just in a store even, because I mean they're not giving them away, giving it away now. Okay, next. This one's interesting. This is when you talk about gas. Okay, how's this showing up here? Nice and purpley. This, oh, the weight on this is really nice too. I keep forgetting. So this was, it's super modded again. This is another mod, another parts caster. I'm saying that like it's a bad thing. I don't know. I think mod parts casters are good if you never expect to sell them and get back what you put into it. Don't do a mod or a parts caster and add up all the totals of how much you spent and everything, and then go price and try to sell it. You're not gonna, just stop it, don't. Okay, so this was a Classic Vibe special run at Anderton's, and it's a tribute to Pete, Danish Pete Honore. I really don't know how they say the last name. I've never seen it said. Seen it said? So I took that Classic Vibe, and I probably did 2 videos on it. It had some cosmetic problems for sure. So I took it and I said to it, I said, hey, what's wrong with you? No, I stripped it out, kept the body. Basically, I wanted the purple body, and it's a nice poplar body, nice and light. And so I took this made in Mexico 50s, fat 50s neck, which I did originally have on that white Telly. That used to be that guitar. And I stuck it on this. I got some, oh God, I'm gonna screw this up. It's 60s pickups, Fender 60s, it's either 64 or 67. And put those in it, 4-way Obsidian wire switch, another one, right? Wilkinson bridge that I had before, so I used that. And it's a 7¼ inch radius. It's the only guitar I have that's 7¼ inch. I find it a little bit tougher to play. I sanded down the neck on the back, made it more of a satiny feel because it was the high gloss. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's really nice, really nice, really nice. Let's go. Next, 3, 4, 5 more, and it's gonna be fuzzy which ones I did first. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a woman. I'm gonna say this one. And what are you gonna say? You're gonna say Godin. You're gonna say Godin Stadium HT. I got this in January this year. Holy man, this is my first Canadian, all assembled in Canada. Yeah, made in Canada, handcrafted in Canada. It's all in Canada now. There's no There's no United States assembly. That's gone. I asked them. They shut that down. They closed it up. I don't know if it was related to all the lockdowns and everything. I'm not really sure of the story. But anyways, I reached out to Godin and I said, hey, I would love to try one of your Tele style guitars and I'll buy it. And they gave me a deal on it, and I've done some good videos on it. Well, I mean, I've done a few. What do I mean by good? I'm not trying to boast. I'm just saying I've done one video that was really successful. Yeah, this thing, man, the fit and finish on this, nice and light. It's Canadian basswood. If you want to say basswood, you can say basswood, but I'll say basswood. Three-way standard Tele kind of thing. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you get a chance, I can still smell the finish on it, the neck, something on the neck. If you get a chance to try one of these, try one of these. They're priced lower than the Player Series Teles. The fit and finish tops it, close to an American Pro in terms of fit and finish. I have nothing but good things to say about this. Godin. I've confirmed it. I'm saying it right. You're saying it wrong. No, you are. Okay, next, the next next four. Okay, I think I can do this. That's the latest. Okay, it's gonna be this one. The latest. Okay, 2 more parts casters and then 2 more off-the-shelf commercial guitars. Another parts caster. This is a guitar. It's a model that I wanted to do, and it's modeled after a Fender Esquire. And you can see it's missing the neck pickup. So it's got a Lake Placid blue body. I'm gonna say this is the Vintera 60s modified body. So the bridge and the body, got that together in the ferrules. Got that from the stratosphereparts.com. The neck is a channel bound. This is pretty cool. It's not a binding. It's the maple wood wrapped around, and then like a fretboard of rosewood on top. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then a new kind of pickup. It's Hot 50s. Tim Shaw designed Hot 50s neck bridge pickup. I have the neck pickup. You can only buy it as a 2-pack. Shakur. Can't not do that. Can't not do that. Sorry. Dad joke level maximum reached. Thank you. Okay. So this is essentially it's a hybrid American-Mexican guitar, and yeah, it's pretty cool though. A lot of most of my parts casters are hybrids. They're like American necks with Mexican bodies. So nice and light. The wiring is different. This is not obsidian wire. This is another kit that I found. It was pre-soldered. I had to solder the pickup and the ground wire to it. I don't remember the exact name of the company. Small company, I think, somewhere maybe in Texas. And I have a full video on this, a full assembly video that nobody watched. It's like my least watched assembly video. I had some assembly videos that were taken off. I'm like, ah, sweet, this is it. This is what people want to see. And then that's the sound the video made. Okay, next. Oh, I think I jumped the gun, but I might not have. This is one I got. Did I get it? I don't remember. That's pretty bad. I think I got it the same week. I think I got this, and as I was getting this, I was building that one. And at the time I was like, oh, come on, what am I doing? I don't need this many guitars, but it was just the timing, the way it worked out. I was originally saving, that's not a pun, I was saving for an American Original, God, it's hot in here, American Original 50s Tele, and it was gonna be like a year. It's still not even, I ordered it in August last year, and it's still not even, they don't even make them. Then I saw this guy, the Dark Knight Pro 2 Tele, and I was like, that's it, that's the one. And so I went and got that. And this is my #1 guitar. And it's the Pro 2 series. I just did a full deep dive on it. So what can I say about it? It's awesome. It's nice and light. The fretboard and the neck are the best that I have by far. Like, it's amazing. Takes pedals and amps. Everything sounds good so far. Push. You can do some. You can do like a fourth like a humbucker mode type pickup sound when you do the push button. Amazing guitars, not cheap. They're expensive. Like this is, you know, this is Fender's, not their flagship. I guess you could say their flagship, maybe, right? This is the Pro 2. This is what the American standard used to be. For somebody that's just getting into guitars and hearing all these names, I can't imagine what you're thinking. You're just like, what is with these model names? Come on. I'm just trying to play a D chord and an A chord. Stop it. Don't. Okay, I got a couple more. When I say a couple, I'm lying and I say 3. This one is in transition, meaning this one's gonna go. This one won't be around too much longer. I already know that. This is called a vintage, reissued V52 BS, and it's clearly modeled after an American, a Fender 52 butterscotch classic Telecaster, you know, the original thing. This is a British brand, and they're called Vintage, and I saw them and I was like, hey, those look pretty cool. So I got one, I bought it, and wasn't overly impressed with it. Had some finish issues. The neck isn't my thing, but I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying it's just not for me, right? You know that, right? You pick it up and you try, you're like, eh. But anyways, what I was least impressed with was the internal wiring and the pots. So I just did a video, like literally this week. Obsidian wire kit 3-way. Now it feels like a real guitar. I didn't want to sell it the way it was. It was that bad. Like the pots were just like, you could barely turn the volume pot. So this is an upgrade, and I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this. You just won't see it probably next time I do one of these guitar audit videos or collection. I don't know what you wanna call this. So there we go. Yeah, it's like a vintage style 52 Tele at a cheaper price. It's like classic Vibe 50s price. More expensive in Canada, probably more expensive in the US. I'm not really sure how they price them there, but I've done full unboxing, full deep dive, and then the mod video. So you can go check that out, see what I say about it, because I don't remember anymore. I just know it wasn't, I didn't love it. I didn't love it, that's all. A couple more, I mean it. Is that bad when I can't remember? Let's go with this one. This is my latest parts caster. And really, this is like a lazy man's parts caster. Pretty lazy. Loaded body that I bought from Stratosphere Parts again. This is basically a Baja Tele, if you remember the Baja Tele. It's called a Vintera 60s Modified. So it's got a 4-way switch, S1 toggle switch, so you can do the, what do they call it? Polarity reverse? What am I saying? I'm gonna put the words up on the screen. What's the thing, brain? Tell me, come on. Make it pop out of my head. Phase shift, phasing, phase reversal. Talking like Star Trek shit or something. Seafoam green. The beauty of this guitar is the neck. I got this neck. This is a Fender solid, I think it's a limited edition neck as well. I have to do a little bit of rounding on the nut here. Solid rosewood neck. It's very similar to the rosewood neck on my Jazzmaster. And I bought locking tuners. So basically it was like locking tuners, the string guide, sorry. I always want to say tree string. I don't want to say that. The neck, and then one piece. So it's like 4 pieces kind of, and strings, so 5 pieces. But yeah, these necks, holy man. I already said, it's the same, it goes for the same as the other rosewood neck. It feels like it's been played for 600 years. That one was like 100 years. Let's just amp it up. Let's lie and make it all cool. This is like a 400-year-old guitar, basically. One new thing I learned that I didn't know before is, if you can see the bridge, the top part is glossy, glossy? It's not the, it's shiny, and the bottom part is rough. And the idea with that was they're trying to keep the look of the originals. Used to have an ashtray cover over the top, so they'd only buff the top part and leave the rest messy, because who cares? It's under the hood. Nobody cares what you look like down below. One more, that's it. It's getting hot in here. I gotta open up the door. This is the last one. This is the one that probably people least expected. And you know what, I gotta say, most people don't really appreciate that I got this. And you know what? Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo to you if you don't like a pink PRS, because I've never tried a PRS before, and this thing is really nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. Obviously, it's personal taste. This is a custom, a PRS Custom 24. Custom, I can't get the names. PRS SE Custom 24 in Bonnie Pink. And I did a video maybe 2 weeks ago, full review, full deep dive. And it's nice and light. It's like 7.5 pounds. It's a humbucker. It's got split. You can split it into single coil tones. It's got a cool trem system. It's all new to me. So this is all new to me. These are made in Indonesia. I'm new to PRS this year. I might check out some more PRS just to see. I want to see how the American, the more expensive ones compare to this. I'm not saying I'm gonna buy one. I just want to see, like in a store, try them out. And Bonnie Pink, I found out somebody could be lying. This is like, if you're just listening to comments and you take comments for you know what they are. Somebody said Bonnie, and it's B-O-N-N-I. There's no E on it. Bonnie was an employee of PRS in the 80s and 90s, and that was her favorite color. And I think it's fuchsia, really, kind of. Nice. I like it. I think there we go. So I'm sitting here editing the video and I'm like, hey, where's the Stratocaster that I have? Yeah, remember when Idiot popped up on the screen? It applies. It was sitting behind me, behind the stool I was sitting on. I never even noticed it. How? That's sad. That's really pathetic. Anyways, I have a Stratocaster Pro 2 Strat. There. Oh my God, I thought, I'm not even joking, I thought I didn't hit record. I wouldn't be doing this again. That's it. That is it. Okay. I will do my best to put as much information about each of these guitars in the comments, links to the original videos, so you can go and check them out. If there's any that where you're like, oh, what is that thing? You didn't talk enough about it. I probably talked way too much about all of them. This is fun. I like doing these videos. These videos are fun. If you're interested in a video like this for my amps and my pedals, I'd probably do one video because I don't have a ton of amps. I don't have a ton of pedals. I've got a good number, but I think that would be probably better for one separate video. Anyways, if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, subscribe and like the video. If you do like this video, please share it out with your friends. You can see it clearly. I'm a Telecaster nut, and I like my tellies. And before we go, if you are interested in getting anything, I have affiliate links to Amazon, Sweetwater, and Thomann. So wherever you are in the world, if you want to get guitar gear, check out my links. It doesn't cost you anything to use them, and it helps support this channel. I also have online lessons with guitartricks.com. I have an affiliate program with them. Check them out. Take a look at them. I use them, of all the online tools, I use them the most. I really like them. They reached out to me and I checked them out, and I found them really good for learning songs and lead playing stuff, because I'm not a lead player. I'm a rhythm guy. So I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm trying. Anyways, that's it for this video. Again, I'm Landon. Thanks for watching. As always, play guitar and have fun, and see you in the next video. Take care.